The entire global music landscape seemed to shift in a single moment when Jungkook of BTS unexpectedly dropped a new dance video that immediately exploded across social media platforms. Within minutes, timelines were flooded with reactions, analyses, frame-by-frame breakdowns, and emotional outbursts from fans who had been starving for something new from the Golden Magne. The release felt like lightning striking the internet, igniting a wildfire of excitement that spread through ARMY communities in every continent. And the most astonishing part? The video wasn't even announced. No teaser. No schedule. No hype tag. Nothing but pure shock, delivered in true Jungkook fashion, unexpectedly, unapologetically, and unbelievably powerful. From the very first second of the clip, the atmosphere was filled with a tension that made viewers sit upright, their hearts racing, trying to grasp what exactly they were about to witness. Jungkook stood in a dimly lit studio, wearing an outfit so simple yet so sharp that it instantly amplified his charisma. A loose black hoodie, wide-leg cargo pants, and a pair of sneakers that moved like an extension of his own body, everything about his look was effortlessly magnetic. There was an immediate sense that this dance wasn't just a casual upload. There was something intense behind his gaze, something that hinted at a storm brewing inside him. It felt like he was about to deliver a message through movement, a statement crafted through raw physicality, a silent scream turned into rhythm. As the music dropped, Jungkook's body snapped into motion with a precision that could only belong to a performer who has spent years mastering every inch of his craft. He moved with the kind of flow that blurred the line between reality and illusion, too sharp to be human, too fluid to be contained, too emotional to be ignored. Each beat seemed to pull something out of him, anger, vulnerability, triumph, mystery, like he was conversing with the melody, telling it secrets that only his body could translate. The choreography was unlike anything fans had seen from him in the past year. It wasn't polished in the sense of a performance stage with bright lights. Instead, it carried a rawness that felt real, intimate, and deliberate, as if Jungkook wanted viewers to feel the pulse of every muscle and every breath. Within moments, hashtags like #JungkookDanceVideo, #JKTrending1, and #GoldenMagne surged to the top of Twitter's global trending list. Fans began posting reaction videos of themselves screaming, crying, covering their mouths, or pausing the clip repeatedly because the impact was simply too much to handle in one viewing. Countless comments flooded TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and even Weverse, each one echoing the same sentiment: Jungkook was back, and he came back with fire. What struck many viewers was the emotion in his movement. Even without lyrics, the dance felt like a narrative. A story of struggle, tension, release, and rebirth. Every step was charged, every spin was intentional, every gesture carried weight. Some fans theorized that Jungkook was expressing the emotional journey he had experienced in the past months, the highs, the lows, the exhaustion, the rediscovery of passion. Others believed it was a hint at an upcoming solo project or a secret collaboration. And there were those who simply watched in awe, overwhelmed by how someone could convey so much through physical expression alone. The music choice added another layer of intensity. A dark, progressive beat with haunting electronic chords and deep bass pulses that seemed tailored perfectly for Jungkook's dynamic style. There were moments in the song where everything dropped into silence except for a soft echo, and Jungkook used those seconds to breathe emotion into his movements, slow, deliberate, almost hypnotic. Then the beat would rise again, and he would explode with a power that shook viewers to the core. It was a roller coaster, calm, then chaos, gentle, then wild, controlled, then unleashed. The dance sequence that became the instant highlight of the video, one fans have already slowed down, recreated, and analyzed, is the moment Jungkook executes a spine-shaking pop combined with a sliding footwork pattern that seems physically impossible. His body twisted with such agility, yet returned to stability with such grace, that even professional dancers reacted with disbelief. Several choreographers on social media began praising his technique, commenting that Jungkook was operating on a level only a few artists in the industry could reach. A well-known dancer even posted, "This is not a comeback. This is a declaration." But beyond the technique, what truly captivated millions was his aura. There was an unmistakable maturity in his presence, something refined, deepened, sharpened by time and experience. Jungkook has always been known for his talent, but this version of him felt renewed. Stronger. More confident. More unapologetically himself. It was as if every step he took was infused with purpose, telling the world that he was evolving into an artist who no longer needed the traditional announcement cycle to dominate the conversation. He only needed to move, and the world would listen. The visual framing of the video also became a subject of fascination. The stark lighting created shadows that danced along with him, emphasizing the tension in his muscles, the precision in his lines, and the rhythm pulsing through his body. The simplicity of the set, an empty studio with nothing but a polished floor, allowed Jungkook to become the undeniable focal point. There were no flashy backgrounds, no dramatic camera cuts, no complicated props. Just Jungkook and his artistry. And somehow, it was more than enough to make the world stop scrolling. As the clip progressed, viewers noticed a subtle shift in the emotional temperature of the choreography. What began as a display of intensity gradually softened into something almost vulnerable. His movements became gentler, the tension loosened, and the final sequence ended with Jungkook kneeling on the floor, breathing heavily, eyes lowered, as if he had just released everything he had been holding inside. That ending sparked thousands of interpretations. Some fans believed it symbolized relief, while others thought it was a metaphor for surrender, an artistic embrace of imperfection, exhaustion, and rebirth. By the time the video had been up for 1 hour, it had already reached millions of views. Within 3 hours, it climbed to the #1 spot on trending worldwide. 4 hours later, major global entertainment accounts began reposting the clip with headlines like "Jungkook shocks fans with new dance video" and "BTS member dominates trending after surprise release." Even non-fans, influencers, and dance communities started discussing the video, praising it for its raw artistic value and emotional impact. What made the moment even more electrifying was the silence from Jungkook himself. No posts. No explanations. No behind-the-scenes clips. His last update before the dance video had been unrelated, which made fans believe the release was a spontaneous artistic impulse. Others believed it was carefully planned but intentionally unannounced to create the maximum impact, and if that was the strategy, it undeniably worked. The mystery surrounding the sudden drop only fueled the hype, making the video even more captivating. As the hours turned into days, discussions continued non-stop. Edits, remixes, slow-motion compilations, dance covers, emotional commentaries, everything flooded the online world. Millions debated which moment of the choreography was the most iconic. Some claimed it was the sharp shoulder pop in the first chorus. Others insisted it was the low spin that Jungkook executed so effortlessly. And then there were those who believed the final kneeling moment was the most powerful of all. Meanwhile, armies noticed something else hidden within the video: Jungkook's expression. It wasn't the bright, playful smile he often wore during concerts. Nor was it the calm, gentle energy he showed in casual live streams. Instead, his face carried a deep, fierce focus. His eyes were locked in, his jaw slightly tightened, his brows subtly furrowed. Every detail suggested an intensity that went beyond mere performance. It was as if he was dancing from the depths of his soul, channeling something intensely personal. Speculation began spreading that Jungkook might be preparing for a new era, whether a new song, a new album, or even a new artistic direction. Fans pointed out that artists sometimes express themselves through dance before launching a major announcement. Others believed that this was simply Jungkook reconnecting with his roots as a dancer, reminding the world of the foundation that shaped him long before he became a global superstar. The fact that the video was shot in such a simple environment gave it a sense of authenticity that resonated deeply with viewers.